Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'm here to just shoot a fun eye look. I just recently received from a friend a gift of a Natasha Denona mini eyeshadow palette, and I'm super excited about it. In my collection, I don't have anything Natasha Denona, and I've seen really good reviews throughout YouTube on all of her eyeshadows and things like that. So I'm excited to see how this turns out, and I'll go ahead and just jump right into it. I have been changing up my brow routine recently. I jumped on the Anastasia Beverly Hill train and finally got dip brow, and my shade is dark brown, so I've been loving it. Today I did a little bit more of a bolder brow, which normally I don't do, but I'm not going anywhere today, so I was like, what the heck, let's just go ahead and carve out a brow, and I like how it turned out. It was pretty quick, and I didn't really put a lot of time and thought into it. I just like whipped it on, carved it out, and there it is, it's on my face. So I like it, and I think I'm going to play around with it more, but I've been really enjoying this product, and just having any really flat shader brush for like a liner brush helps to put this on. Like for a couple examples, I mean, like here's a couple. I think this is an Ecos tool, and this is a Luxie. Let's see, a Luxie 215 small angle, and yeah, that's the Ecos one. I do have the Anastasia Beverly Hill, I think it's a 7B brush as well, which there's a spoolie on the end, so it makes it really easy to do your brows. But yeah, so that's my little spiel on my dip brow that I've been loving, and let's just go ahead and jump right into the mini palette. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into the packaging first of all. So this is what it looks like, the Natasha Denona Mini Star Palette. This packaging is super cute, little stars on it. It's that muted gold color with the gold writing, and this is what the back looks like. That's the front of it. I like the clear packaging for the lid, and then on the back it has the names, which I'll go ahead and just go over right now with you. So I'm going to open it up. It has no scent to it. I like to smell things because some things are just so strong I don't want it on my face. So I like that there's no smell to these actually. I'm just going to read what it says online. So a palette with 5 shadows in shades that beautifully pair together on skin for breathtaking eye looks. Eyeshadow palette 5 features 5 buttery soft eye shades that blend seamlessly together. And the formula is ultra pigmented, blends easily, and is long lasting. So each palette tin is 0.08 ounces or 2.26 grams eyeshadow, and let's see, each shadow in the palette is sold separately as well, so that's good to know. So if you do like just a couple of these, or if you hit pan or you use it all and you want to get a new one, that is available for you as well. So I'm gonna just take a moment and swatch these on my hand, and I'll probably just take a quick picture of it before I dive into it because it's so beautifully packaged and pressed. So I'm gonna go ahead and take those pictures, and I'll just be right back. Okay, I am back. I did my swatches, and I was really surprised about the blue shade in the palette. It had a little chrome effect to it, but I didn't know it was going to be such a shift change in the pigment. So once this focuses, I don't know why it's having trouble focusing today. This one here is called Cosmo, and when you put it on, I thought, oh yeah, it's going to be blue, so maybe I'll put it on like the outer V of my eye, but actually swatching it, you just move the wrist a little bit and you get that little kind of silver blue shift into it, which is gorgeous, and I love seeing that. It's a pretty popular shadow that's been out for, I've noticed it throughout palettes. I was trying to think of, I feel like I have a ColourPop, maybe a ColourPop palette that has a really similar shadow, so I'll have to look for that in my collection. But and then the lightest matte shade here, which is called Earth, it turned out to be pretty terracotta-y, so a little bit darker than what I thought when I swatched it. But I'm really impressed with how the shimmers are, and I can't wait to just jump right into it. So let's go ahead and put some setting powder under the eyes because I have my full foundation and brows on, and I actually do have eyeliner and lower mascara because I wasn't planning on doing this today. I thought I was just gonna, you know, put a base on and call it good. But yeah, so let's go ahead and put some loose powder down below. Nice and close. So of course I'm assuming everyone who has this palette is just going to dive right into Earth right here. So let's just take a pretty fluffy brush. This is for a number 5 from a BH Cosmetic line. So let's just go ahead and jump into Earth. There is, I mean, some kickback, but it's eyeshadow. Let's go ahead and just tap a little bit off and let's just dive right in. I have a little bit of concealer down and some setting powder over it. It's not like on super well, but that'll be fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and just go into the crease. I picked up just a tiny bit to start, but I feel like I could have picked up more. So let's do that. And this is not that dense of a brush, so this is actually applying pretty well for how like floppy this brush is. Floppy, if that's like a word to describe a makeup brush. I'm just being pretty like loose with it. When we get to a darker shade, then I'll get a more dense brush. Okay, so I just have that shade kind of all over the crease, kind of messy in the crease. I think you could wear this alone and it's beautiful. Let's go ahead and take a tiny bit of the shade, the dark brown, which is Attic. It's A-T-I-K. Might be saying that wrong, but let's take a little bit of this dark brown. Yes, I love BH Cosmetic brushes. Like I always see like new sets they come out with and I just want them all. But that's something that I need to look into because I mean I don't, obviously no one likes to spend a lot of money on brushes. And I mean I love like just the Real Technique brushes are like awesome. Like if you're first starting out, e.l.f. is perfect. And then like Real Techniques is kind of a step up from that. And then BH Cosmetics is really affordable as well. But I mean if you're like just starting out with makeup, I would honestly just get some e.l.f. brushes and then move on from there. It's just important to keep them nice and clean and just take care for your brushes. And they'll last a very long time. So I'm just packing this on the outer corner. Okay, so I've just packed it on the outer corners and it's going on pretty good actually. Let's just kind of blend out the corners. I'm gonna go ahead and just take a fluffy blending brush. This is from Vanity something brush set. I don't know, this is like my first big brush set I got and I want to say it was like 80% off and I used code Bailey for Bailey Sarian and got like more off. Vanity Fair? Vanity Planet. Vanity Planet, that's what it is. I think it normally was like $100 for it and then I got like a big discount and then putting her discount code into got even more of a discount, so that was like a steal of a deal and I got it and I still use these brushes till this day and that was over 1.5 years ago. Okay, yep, so it's blending out okay. It's kind of patchy, but again, it could be how I applied it. I mean, I didn't use a primer at all because I'm just kind of winging it today. But I like how it, like back looking at the monitor, it's really, really pretty just having that like darkness in the outer V. But I think once we add a shimmer on the rest of the lid, it's just gonna make that pop a little bit more. So I have to go in with the Cosmo shade. So I think I want to try it on a brush, and then I'll probably go in with my pinky finger for the other side just to see the differences. I'm just gonna press right into it. Okay. I think I'm gonna get that shader brush, that flat one. I might use my finger. I think that might be, well, this helps a little bit. Yeah, having the right brush is really important, guys. Okay, I'm just gonna go in with my finger. A lot better. It might need, like, if you go in with a brush, it might need some like setting spray or some like matte Fix Plus or something, but you can see more of the blue shade when it's on the eye. Let's go ahead and pick some up on this shader and then the flat shader brush, and then get some setting spray. Okay. And kind of like making that defined shape. So that went on a little bit better. I'm like just in that area. And I'll just finish up this side. Pretty good. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this on the other eye and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back and I have it both on the eyelids. There is some fallout like all along the area where I put the powder just because of working, pressing it into the lid space. And then I just went ahead and took that angled brush and just went kind of in the crease just to kind of blend it. And then I'm going to add a little bit into the area where the two shadows match each other. And I'll take a little more of that brown shade on that kind of denser brush and just get that color back. Then I think I want to go ahead and go in the crease again with that earth shade. Okay, so we're going to take the same brush that we used with the earth shade, and there's still some product on it, but I just want to go ahead and put that in the crease. Kind of in the middle, and then just run it along the whole crease. And then I'm going to take the middle shade, which is a Bellatrix. I'm going to take that and put it on my inner corner. So right in the middle, well, in the corner of your eye. Beautiful. That, I think that like finishes off for the upper lid part. It is a little dark for inner corner, so if you wanted to, you could put like a highlighter over it. And then I'm just gonna sneak back in with that crease brush. Let's add a little bit to the lower lash line, and then I think this look is pretty much done. Put earth on the lower lash line, and then I'll probably end it with a little bit of the gold, which is Orion. So let's go ahead and put a little bit of earth. And again, I'm working underneath mascara lashes already. I'm gonna drop it down just to where your lashes kind of end. So I guess it is like it's a guide. I did it on purpose, right? And connect it. There we go. I think I'm gonna leave it here. I don't think I'm gonna go ahead and put that gold shade on. What I'll do is I'll take my pinky and put a little bit of the gold in the corner on top of it, and then we'll have used all of the shadows, which kind of darkened it up a lot. But when you turn, you can really see that the change in the colors. So, I like it. I think it's a really cute palette. It's good for like on the go. Let me just go ahead and wipe off all of this extra. I want to say that inner corner is pretty bold. Let's mute it a little bit. I'm just gonna, that looks better. It's almost like it could be like into contour of my nose, but I just muted that out and I think I like how it looks a little bit more. I think the orange shade of the earth pulls out the gray in my eye, and the Shift Change Cosmo pulls out the blue. So I really like how it looks on my eyes actually. Let's go ahead and just finish this look off. I do have eyeliner on everything. I'm going to add a little bit more mascara on my lower lash line just because I feel like it needs to be finished. So I'm going to go ahead and take, this is by Bare Minerals LASHTOPIA Mega Volume Mineral Based Mascara. This BECCA Opal Flashes Jade is a similar, where it has that shift change. So it's right here. And it has like the green tones in it, hence the name Jade. And call this look done. So my final thoughts on this mini palette is it is beautiful. I feel like it can work with like every skin tone. And as long as you have a base down or a primer, I feel like they would blend out like just perfectly. They are buttery, just like it says online, and I can't wait to play around with this more. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and I hope you liked my mini tutorial on the Natasha Denona Star Mini Palette. And don't forget to subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video.